Hey there, before we start, I just want to let you know that I decided to redo the trailer after I took a communication course with Connect to the Core called Encore Communication with Teresa Easler. She taught me a way to communicate a lot more efficiently, and the first trailer I was happy with. It explained what I wanted, but it didn't portray what I wanted. So this trailer portrays what I wanted, and this is the trailer that I learned how to communicate what I couldn't do in the first trailer. So I hope you like it. Let me know what you think at questions@theimpulsivethinker.com. Enjoy.
This is the Impulsive Thinker Podcast, a show for high-achieving ADHD entrepreneurs. Together, we will inform and educate you about how to improve your self-awareness while developing systems, routines, and habits for conquering the entrepreneurial world. Here is your host, André Brisson.
Hey there. I've always known I was different, and I can never explain why. That difference was made clear to me the day I left my first job to start my own engineering company, because the way I worked did not fit in how they worked, and they worked against me. I created a job, a new work environment so I can fit in, a place where I felt I belong and I can work the way I knew I worked best. It was mine. It was clear to me that the corporate structure would not fit in well with me. And with my first job, it was clear that the regular business world and structure would not accept me. Even though I created my own workplace, I had many challenges and made many mistakes. I entered bad partnerships. I partnered with negative clients. I hired the wrong team members and lots of erratic spending. All this was driven by the need to fit in, the need to be accepted, and wanting to feel and be liked. Over the next few minutes, we will explore the following key lessons I learned once I was diagnosed. 1. You are not alone. 2. You are not broken. 3. Unmask your character and be you. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with severe ADHD and mild Asperger's. It was a miracle I graduated engineering and got a degree on time, and I was able to start and maintain a successful engineering company. I accepted my ADHD. I stopped believing something was wrong with me and there was nothing to fix. I embraced my differences and I focused on my uniqueness. And that is the value I bring to the world, are my uniqueness and what I can do well. Lesson number 1, you are not alone. You are not alone. This is the real purpose of this podcast. 5% of the population are trying to fit in, are trying to make it work. They're working against their strengths, downplaying their value, and not striving for what they want and how they want to do it. You will be introduced to many successful ADHD entrepreneurs. They will share similar trials and tribulations, how they achieve success in spite of themselves and in spite of others. We will share how they persevered, how they prevailed, the lessons they learned, the things they have done and learned about themselves that enabled success. You will hear there are others like you, and there is a community for us. Lesson 2, you are not broken. Now that I knew I was not alone, I realized that I am not broken. My brain is different. Nothing is wrong with me. I didn't know brains could be different. I didn't know my brain was different. And I learned all that by hyper-focusing and reading and learning everything I could about the ADHD brain. Lots of books, lots of seminars, lots of webinars, conferences. All that knowledge, I identified my own unique ADHD and how it worked. That was how I was made aware that my emotions, my impulsivity, and my distractibility were my top challenges in life, in work, and at home. I read many self-help books, strength identifying books, and strength assessments over the last 20 years. I was aware of all my strengths, but I could not figure out why or what was holding me back. Once I was diagnosed and learning about ADHD, with help with therapy, I gained tremendous amount of self-awareness because I had the whole picture of me. That diagnosis was my last puzzle piece to complete my puzzle, the full puzzle. I compiled all that information and understood my own non-ADHD strengths. This explained my erratic spending. A lot had to do with impulsive, distracted decision-making and spending money once there's a lot of money in the bank. With all this, I transformed my ADHD symptoms and differences into ADHD strengths with symptom management and environment changes. I reduced distractibility with the change of my desk and the adding of a hutch. My desk has no drawers. The hutch is turned away from me. I have a whiteboard on my desk, so I only got a small working surface. All there is at my desk is what I need to do day to day, basically the computer, and pens and pencils. Everything else I need to do tasks or reference materials are all at my hutch. They are far away. So when I work on a task, I bring what I need to work on at the desk and only work on one thing at a time. And I got my whiteboard there with my erase marker that any impulsive thoughts I have, I can just jot it down quickly and I can leave it and get back to it later. This little change of environment reduced my distractibility, and I was able to use my number one hyperfocus strength. And I was able to get into hyperfocus mode quicker and more frequent. And I was able to deliver a lot of projects on time and finish a lot of things. Lesson number 3, unmask your character and be you. Now that I know that I'm not broken, I was able to come to terms that I have been playing a character for 44 years. And let me tell you, I got very good at playing this character. That character masked my symptoms and my true me, and even masked it from me that I almost forgot who the true me was. Once I started peeling back that mask, I realized I had a tendency to chase negative people and negative environments. I stayed at my first job where I became a partner because it felt natural. It was negative from the start. I was held back, they kept me down, and they resisted my growth. The mask created tunnel vision to only succeed and work as they saw it and wanted it, even though I knew it was wrong. I conformed, I convinced myself, and my character refocused my vision to only see it their way. I was told my goals were unachievable, silly, out there, too ambitious, and for me to grow up, which meant to me, stay down here with us and not make us look bad. Once I had made this realization, I needed to be me. Man, I had to find me. And let me tell you, that scared me. I had to find me. So I've been playing a character, and I didn't know there was a me, a true me. Who I am, which part is me, which part is the character, what do I really want, were all questions I had that were befuddled by this character in the past. And I had to look down, deep down, and identify what was the character and what was truly me. What do I really want? What do I want to achieve? With a little work and help from people, I have a clearer sense of who I am, and now I'm pursuing the goals that I want, because now I have a better belief in me in achieving these goals, and a better belief in me that my unique abilities and my strengths are needed and worth it, and I bring value to the world. But I won't lie, I'm still working on it. But I think that'll be a lifetime work on it, even for neurotypicals. It's really tough feeling like an outsider. You're an outsider because of ADHD, and you're an outsider because you're an entrepreneur. It isn't your job to fit in. Your job is to celebrate how you are unique, your job to use your strengths, and to bring your greatest value to the world. Let's celebrate you sooner rather than later. Remember, you are not alone, you are not broken, and unmask your character and be you. If what you heard resonates with you, if what you heard makes you feel understood, if what you heard wants you to find your community, let's build this community together. Please subscribe to this podcast right now. Please sign up for our newsletter at the website, theimpulsivethinker.com today. And please share this episode with 2 other people today so we can build this community together. Thank you very much, and I look forward to you at our next episode. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Impulsive Thinker podcast. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for the show, please visit theimpulsivethinker.com. The Impulsive Thinker podcast is produced by Tactical Breakthroughs and hosted by André Brisson. Remember, ADHD is only a part of you, not all of you.